Hey guys, welcome back to the Attorney Trilogy. I forgot the Phoenix Wright part. This is CJ, your gaming girl, signing up. So, last episode, we found out that Larry Butts was the reason for Gordy even being a thing, and this guy is apparently supposed to be the witness tomorrow. A drunk old man and a parrot. Hey, vey. I mean... Polly, what's your name? Polly? Huh? Cute. Maya's found a new friend. I mean... Now listen here, Keith. So remember that tricolor pastel you were talking about? Our rainbow-lioli. Rainbow-lioli. I figured out the less color we should use. Indigo blue. Indigo... blue? That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. Oh my god, there's gotta be something. Oh my god, I don't care about your rainbow-lioli. Oh, why do I have a feeling you are now a waste of time? That's your witness? They said the gumshoe isn't here. Now that you mention it, he didn't see I had a meeting to go to? Oh, that's right. Well, let's come back later. Alright, let's see if, nope. Ron, I want to go to... Oh, thanks. Do I have anything I can show him? Polly? Lotta? Are you still there, Lotta? Nope, she's really gone. There's gotta be something. Something I have that I can show this guy. Duh! At the lawyer's bench? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yep, I gotcha figured out now. You're not Keith! Nick? Now's your chance to clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg, either! We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us! A lawyer? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. We can't promise that! Oh my god, this man is out of his mind. We need the information. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Oh, wait, didn't I just say... You too, Meg. Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know? Oh, is that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello, alright? Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Oh my god, I thought we... Oh my god, I'm going through everything. He fell asleep. I'm going through everything! Everything! Something has got to trigger this guy again. Yep, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir. Keith. Yeah? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad? You know something about this? Yep. The other night, out on the lake. Yes? Yes? I know all about that. I've seen it. What? Tell us what you saw! Oh, I suppose. Since you're taking over the shop and all. Please. Please. I'm losing my mind just being around you. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. I heard another one. Bang! Oh, a while later, this boat comes back. A young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yep. What did he say? Yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by car time. Promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Huh? Oh, Terry was just here. Terry? Yep. Kid next door. Always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. Comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh, wait, I have one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Huh? Don't forget DL6, huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6, What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister! I mean, Dad! This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? Oh my god! That's the guy that was brought up on the charges, wasn't it? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh! What? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Good idea. Hey, pal. Long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, We have absolutely no idea. Huh. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edward's father died. I can't help but think that has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. The parrot? What's that, parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6? What? Polly, have you forgotten something? Huh? Don't forget DL6, Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I getcha. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. All right, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we face Edward's past. Thanks, Dick. I'm still gonna call you Gumshoe. Get too used to it. Wow. It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff, and quick. 15 years ago. Both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with the 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found where the file is! Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts. Like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it! Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. That would be scary like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the passengers in that elevator. Do you have data on the victim? Edgeworth's father. Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, a defense attorney. If he were alive, he'd be 50. He lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles! Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father! From the angle of the bullets and the other evidence, it could not have been suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh. This sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? DL6 was trying to repeat itself with Edgeworth. Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the third person in the elevator. Well, that's Maya, not Phoenix. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Huh. Where could Yogi have gone to? He's the boat renter! Oh my god, Oh! I love it when I'm right! He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened to DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much! We'll never get it out! You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. Ooh, these are about to get good! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! This is gonna be a long episode, ain't it? Because I like to try and do the trial in one video. Oh boy. Hello, Von Karma, you bastard. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here, anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Alright, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end in 3 minutes from now. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah! Must you question everything? Yes! Yeah! It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness. My decided witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant at the Wet Noodle Guard Lake. I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yup, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Objection! Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My, memory. Your Honor? The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness! Here we go! Can't wait to bury you, Von Karma. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant, where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. And I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. And I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question my witnesses. There is nothing to question in my witnesses test. Bitch! Please! Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before the 3-minute drop. Judge, your verdict now. Yes. Mr. Wright? What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Okay. Night of the 24th, just after midnight. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Perfectly sure. Yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yep. You see? Continue. Is there anyone who can verify that? I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law! Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor... this Polly's a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. I heard a bang. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far up there, I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time? So you heard 2 gunshots total? Yep. That's what Lana said in her testimony yesterday. But it said the gun had been fired 3 times. Okay, I'm going to... by your window. Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Oh, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant, saying I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith! He said I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too! Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him! Edgeworth, boy! Is he dead? This sounds like decisive evidence, indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial's going to be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand? Exactly! That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his fingerprints after he fired. Then why would his fingerprints be on there? You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. You say if his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? I have no idea. It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please? We need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Are we sure about that? This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Damn it! No. 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 Oh. What am I going to do? I failed. Wait! Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Larry! What are you doing here? What is he doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there, in the park, the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot! I heard it too! Larry, what are you doing? Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard the gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I just can't sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick? This is it! Larry's given us one final chance at this! She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He can make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it's our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Thank you, Larry. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now! What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Larry, what the hell are you doing? Thank you, but what the hell are you doing? Oof. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yeah? He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right! And he found the balloon at the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And if that's someone, and that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick! No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. We're doomed! I just feel like we're gonna be doomed. This is Larry we're talking about here. Oh my god. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have a time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out on the boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Unfortunately. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is gonna be bad. We're doomed. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11, so when I went out on the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something. Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around midnight. Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face! I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then, just as I was thinking I was going home, I heard a bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know? Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts... Whoa, whoa. Everybody, just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case! And I spat on my monitor again. Damn it, I'm really getting into this. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Larry? So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Okay. Wait. Wait. Okay. I was taking a 12:50. I was taking a 12:15. Nope, okay. Here? No, okay. Okay. Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you. I don't know where the lake, but didn't see a boat. Let's try this one. No. No, if anything, that would probably prove him right. Oy vey. Do I have anything? Of course, 2 gunshots. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please! Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? I don't gotta do shit! Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well... I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones. Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, in your opinion? Face-up time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue with the testimony? Please, just be truthful, Larry. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who does it to no end he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to the radio. At a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Dude, you'll lose your hearing. Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? Dude, again, you'll wreck your hearing. Maybe that's why he doesn't listen. I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem is here. Judge, can you believe what this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Can't believe I'm continuing the charade. Neither can I. Seriously, neither can I. We're relying on Larry to save Edgy. So you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had the headphones on? Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back to me, real clear to me, you know? Okay. It's all writing on that one sentence. Wrong button. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease this pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what the radio DJ said to do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just what she said. Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. There is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Okay. I have to have something somewhere. No. Oh my god. Something! Somewhere! Please! Wait a minute! Almost Christmas? Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you know better. You better know I don't scare that easily. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed. And? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes? But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. The photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what time was on the photo when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:25, 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, the witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. The gun was fired twice! The gun was fired 3 times, you... idiot! Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Buzz's claim that he heard the gunshot before? Larry's right! Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight! Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence of this valid claim. I do indeed. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That third shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. Bah! You have wasted our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, I don't know. There's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proved there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proved Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things? This photo, right? Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lana Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. Order! Order! That wouldn't make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering what exactly did happen on that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were two sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Just in case. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in this case. What do you mean? Maya! Yeah? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch. I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Okay, I'm going to save here. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleaned up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Ron Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, Rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, Van Bolt was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. The murderer and Hammond! It was the murderer and Robert Hammond. What are you saying? That contradicts what you... No, yeah, he has a point. No, wait, I'm gonna go through with that and see what happens. You said that Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before this gunshot. Yeah. Didn't think so. So then... No! Wait, of course! Ralph Edgeworth and Robert Hammond. Guess I believe you're mad. No, yeah, he's got a point. Then... Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's space that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... I mean, I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you'll waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out to the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Oh, well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. Here? It was here! Where Miss Hart was the photographer was camping? Yes. Why would the caretaker of the boat shop go there to kill someone? It was probably an honest mistake. The caretaker made a mistake? No, I did. Oh my god. Here? Around here? Maybe? Maybe, Mr. Wright? Okay. Then it most likely took place here since he heard the gunshot but didn't see anything. Here, of course! The boat shop, where he lives. That way he can meet the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Yeah, when he went back, he heard the gunshot, looked around, but didn't see anything. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop! Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gorge Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night. Okay, I'm saving it here, just in case. The caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got on the boat with the Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? The boat shop caretaker. Of course it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. Right? I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. Someone looking from the edge of the lake. It would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. I'm not going to be able to get this entire video done the entire trial done in this one video. I've hit an hour. I'm going to have to save it and end the episode here. We'll finish this up in the next episode. Till then, this is the Gamer Girl signing off. Bye bye.